Hi, I'm Scott Miller, one of Senator Tillis' Academy coordinators, and I'm here to give you a brief rundown of our nomination process and how to open an application with our office. Our application is open to second semester high school juniors and up who live in North Carolina. The application is open from March until October 20th, 2020 at midnight. That midnight deadline is a hard deadline. Applicants are able to see the progress of their application throughout the year. If one segment of your application is not complete at the deadline, your application will not be accepted. It is your responsibility to make sure your application is complete. Putting your documents in the mail before the deadline is not acceptable. There are almost zero exceptions to the deadline. Each year, we typically receive around 400 applications for a nomination, of which we choose about 40. I would recommend you use all of your application avenues, which would include both Senators Tillis and Burr in North Carolina, as well as your U.S. Representative in the House of Representatives. And if your parents are former military or current military, you can apply for the vice presidential nomination. Our application can be reached by going to our website, tillis.senate.gov, going to the Services tab and selecting for students. Once there, you will select the Academy Nominations tab. That will take you to our Guidelines for Service Academy Nomination. This is a brief rundown of what documents we need for your application, as well as our deadlines and other information that might be helpful. On this page, you will select the bolded line Online Application in the second paragraph. By clicking on that, it will take you to our nomination application page. On the right side of the page, you'll see a question that says First Time Here. You'll click on Create an Account. That will take you to all of your account creation information, including emails, contact info, name, etc. After completing all that information, please click Create Account. That will take you to a page asking for email verification. Please check the email that you put into the application information for a link. In that email, there will be a link that says Activate Your Account. Once you click on that, it should take you to the application. At this point, you are in our application portal. It is important to follow all instructions very carefully. Failure to follow instructions will result in a disqualified application. Once you're in the application, you will see two segments. One is a questionnaire and the other is a checklist. In the checklist, you are required to submit transcripts. Those can be informal transcripts mailed to our office or submitted by the applicant themselves. We also require SAT and/or ACT scores uploaded in PDF format. Our application requires 2 letters of recommendation, a photo, resume, and an essay describing why you would like to attend a service academy. Once you are completed with the checklist, you will complete the questionnaire. In the questionnaire, you will select your first and second preference academies. In this section, it is important that the academy you would most like to attend is selected as your first preference. Because of the number of applications we receive, we are usually only able to consider you for your first choice academy. If you are torn between multiple academies, I would recommend diversifying your preferences amongst offices you apply to. For instance, if you selected West Point as your first choice for our office, then it might be better for you to select Naval or Air Force with Senator Burr's office. Your House representative is usually able to consider you for and nominate you to multiple academies. The second part of the questionnaire is the academics section. Please read all instructions very carefully. If you're in your first semester of college, then obviously you won't have an established GPA, so you should use your most recent GPA from your senior year of high school. Please pay attention and follow instructions. It is important to get your school's GPA scale correct. We need to know how to tell if your GPA is good or not. Obviously, a 3.8 on a 4.0 scale is much better than a 3.8 on a 5.0 scale. Getting this wrong could hurt your application. For SAT and ACT scores, we superscore. Give us your best segment score from individual tests. Do not average your segment scores from multiple tests. If you do not wish to report your score for one of the tests, just fill it out as if you have not taken it. Follow instructions exactly. We do not need STEM, ELA, or writing scores. Don't get creative trying to incorporate them somehow. That's it for the application. I'll wrap up with some brief facts about how we interview and nominate. For each academy, we interview 30 to 35 candidates. Interviews are conducted by a board composed of academy alumni or representatives. The board select 10 nominees per academy, and Senator Tillis does not play a role in the selection process. Lastly, parents. Please let the applicant be the driver of this process. We as a staff notice when we only hear from parents and never the applicant, and it reflects poorly on their application. If there are questions, please have your son or daughter contacted and ask them. Our board members are looking for candidates who are motivated for the right reasons to attend these institutions. If the applicant cannot advocate on their own behalf for a nomination, then it is not likely that the board would want to choose them for a service academy. Thank you for your interest in an academy nomination from Senator Tillis and for all of your hard work towards this goal. If you have any further questions, you can reach me at our Charlotte office by calling 704-509-9087 or by emailing our academy inbox at academynominations@tillis.senate.gov.